I had no thought they were going to come back and win this game, and they hadn't won a game like this in terms of comeback fashion since the Deshaun Jackson play, the walk off up in the Meadowlands. But it's funny that game, the game up in the Meadowlands, that everybody will always remember, the Deshaun Jackson play. That comeback started with a play that was almost exactly like the Dallas Goedert
Ray,
play.
I thought the same thing when it happened.
Yep.
It was right up the seam, just like it was to Selleck. It was right up the seam to Goddard. I thought the same thing.
It's really
except this one was easier. I mean, Selleck was really, really well defended. Goddard was poorly defended, but I thought the same thing, Ray.
It was exactly the same thing. It was the tight end up the seam, hits the pass, Selleck catches it, takes it in, and even though they're still way behind, you got the feeling that was a spark. Now they have a chance. Before that play, I didn't think they had a chance. After that play, I thought they had a chance. And yesterday, it was the same thing. When he hits Goddard with that one, it's a scoreboard. They're still down double digits, but you had the feeling that's a breath of life, And I thought, especially since this one was at home, and you had the crowd, it kind of ignited the crowd. The one in the Meadowlands, you were in hostile territory, but I felt exactly the same thing. That you know what, maybe they can pull this off, and they did, and it was a real tribute to Jalen Hurts. You got to give it to him for what he did in that second half, just putting together one long drive after another, and the final drive. I mean, my goodness. I mean, it's 91 yards, 17 plays, and I think that you're holding your breath the whole time because all it takes is one mistake in that drive and it's over. And you're driving 91 yards, being asked to drive 91 yards against a very good defense and play perfect, flawless football. Because one mistake ends the game and you didn't make one. Comes down to fourth down and he throws a perfect shot out to Smith at the corner of the end zone, and there you go. And then it all comes down to Jordan Davis saving the game with that play. Amazing. We've talked a lot about his work in the off season, his conditioning, losing the weight. And, man, have you seen it through these three games? All the snaps that he's played and as well as he's played. Oh, my goodness. But what he showed you when he scoops that ball up and runs with it, I mean, that's what we all saw at the scouting combine. I mean, that's what we saw when he was being tested coming out of Georgia. I mean, I still remember writing down the numbers on that. Here's a guy that's at that time he was 6'6", and he weighed 341. That when he checked in at Indianapolis for the combine, he did a 32-inch vertical jump, he did a 10-foot standing long jump, and then of course he runs the 4.78 40 that nobody could believe.